Well, hello, ladies. Well, I am actually here to help break down how to set up your Google business. So, I am going to actually share my screen and we're going to actually take it step by step here. So, first off, I go to my search engine and I type in a Google business. And the one that I look for is not necessarily the first one because sometimes they give you a bunch of ads. And I'm actually going to be setting one up for my You Can Tutor group. So I go down to where it says businessgoogle.com create. So I'm actually going to create where it says sign in to continue to Google Business Profile. So I am going to click on that one and it says find and manage your business. So now you're going to type in your business name. So mine is You Can Tutor. And it kind of helps you if you type in a name and if it says no, someone else is using this, that means you're going to have to make an adjustment to your namesake. So now it says start building your business profile. So it already has your business name. And then what do you do? Or if I want to see for you guys, it will be tutoring service. So tutoring service shows up. You're going to click on that. Now, some places will just have you just type in tutoring and it will pop up as well. So I'm going to click on next. And then it says, do you want to add a location customers can visit like a store? No. So that means if you type in your address, this is not going to be show up. Okay. So if you say yes, that means this location will show up on Google Maps and searches when customers are looking for your business. So just by clicking the word no, that means your address, which was probably asked for later on, is not going to show up when people are doing their searches. Now, where do you serve your customers? This is where you're going to talk about location. So this could be very helpful. You want to talk about the different cities, the different counties that are near your home. So you want to think of it as almost like a 2 hour driving radius in one direction. So like for me, if I was going to go further north, I can go from Baltimore all the way up to some parts of New Jersey, believe it or not. If I wanted to go further south, that means I can go to Virginia, I can be in DC. If I want to go further west, I can actually go a little bit into like Pennsylvania and actually different parts of Maryland and also in Pennsylvania. But of course, going east, that's a little harsh because 2 hours distance away, I can be at Ocean City, but any further out, I will be in the Atlantic Ocean. So it doesn't make sense. So you will actually type in. So if I click inside that box, notice it gives me Manhattan, New York. Like you can actually type in areas. So, like, I can type in USA because I want all of the United States. And once I hit enter, you notice USA shows up with an X. So, say you don't want to be as broad, you can just exit out of that and then start over again. A little bit, if I want to specify, I could like type in Florida, USA. Now, for you guys, I would definitely try to get some of the cities and areas where people are going to be able to afford your services. So, for me, since I'm doing like a tutor mentor, it's going to be a little more expanded. So, even if I say like California, you might want to say a little bit with the Cayman Islands, or you might want to say it might be like different parts of New York and New Jersey. And you can put as many as you want. Okay. So, me personally, you can like just do anything within the United States and Canada. Um, by me typing in Florida, California, and the other place just seems a little outdated. So now it's asking me which region is your business based in the US. So, all right, it's based in the United States. Boom, that's all I gotta do. And then sometimes they might not ask that. The reason why I'm doing that because I also put Canada in. So when it comes down to your contact, your phone number, if you want to put your phone number in there, you can. I'm perfectly fine with it. Heck, everybody else is calling me. Why not someone else? So if not like your real phone number, you can also use your business line. If you have a business line, you can get like a second line if you feel more secure with that. I did mine through Google Voice. And then you can type in your website if you have one, that's optional. And guess what? If you do get a website later on and you want to add it, you can. So go ahead and click on next. So now it's asking, please enter your mailing address to verify. So remember earlier we clicked on no, so it won't show up on maps. So it's perfectly fine. They just want to make sure that you are a legit business. You're an actual physical space. Like you're not just using someone else's address just to start up some kind of business. I know it's crazy, but that's what's happening. And then make sure, even though like I typed everything in, make sure you put the state in. So I'm going to scroll down to Maryland. So I got my street address, I got my city, got my state, and my zip code. So I can see that. Now, if you want to verify it later, you can, but why? You're doing it. Might as well just get over and done with. And then boom, you're now verified. You can reply to reviews, you can turn on the chat and more. Now, some people I've heard is they've taken a few extra steps because every state is different. I hate to say it, but this is what's happening. Some states will have you take pictures of the inside, or maybe not inside your home, but will take pictures of proof that you are running a business out of your home. Some states, especially California, I've heard Texas is doing it. Sometimes Ohio is doing it for verification to make sure that you are a legit building. Okay. But for me, I noticed if I do this and I click on next, now that they already got me verified, maybe because I've done Google Business for a while and they just associate because this is still under my account. So they're just like, okay, we know that she does stuff and she's constantly getting stuff in. So that could be another reason. So now this is asking, add your services. So it says select the services your business provides and get matched with the right customers. So if I want to do career consultant, I can add that. If you don't see a service you offer, create your own. So now I can come down here and I can say tutor, mentor. Okay, so I can click on next. All right, so those two things were added on. Now I'm looking at my business hours. So I can say I'm available Monday through Friday for just my You Can Tutor part. Or if I want to do, just Monday through Thursday, I can do that as well. So I'm basically going to say, all right, I'm closed for the You Can Tutor part on Sundays and, I think like Sundays and Saturdays. So on Monday, I know I'm available to talk to people at 10 a.m. So I type in 10 and notice that it gives me AM or PM. So boom, I go that. So from there to roughly 12, and then I go to 12 p.m. And if I go on Tuesday, I'll basically have to type in the same thing. Unfortunately, you will not be able to just copy and paste. Google's going to make you work a little bit. Okay. So I know my Thursdays are crazy. My Fridays, I try to do 11 a.m. and I go from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And I just scroll up. M. Oops, little space. And there we go. So if I wanted to, I can add my hours. I can skip it altogether, but just to give an idea of how to put your hours in, right? And these are hours that you're going to be available to talk to people, not the availability time that you will have for sessions. Okay. Then you have your add your business description. So when you put in your business description, this is the thing that I said you should already have it pre-typed, and all you have to do is just copy and paste it. I think my paste option, yeah, there we go. So sometimes, as you can see, you can only put 750 characters in there. Of course, I was doing a little bit extra because that's just who I am. And if you're not sure what to type, you can use Chat GPT to kind of help you out a little bit. You can click on next. And if you have any photos, okay, so I can have that in there. I can add more photos at any other time. And then I'm going to click on next. And this always pops up. It says, oh, they increased the advertising credit, which is really nice. It used to be 500 and now they're making it 1,000. They're cute. Um, but if you actually want to be, if you ever notice that when you do sign in or you try to do a search on Google and all of a sudden you get all these ads in the beginning, yeah, that's what that $1,000 accreditation is for. So right now we're gonna skip that. And then it says if you want to get your own custom domain name for your website or like your own personal like business email, you can do that later on. Me personally, I would skip it. You know, you don't need it. So your edits will be visible once you're verified. So they're going to actually like do their own little thing. You can continue to make updates to your profile at any time. All your edits will be visible to customers on Google once you've been verified. And it usually takes a couple of days. And if you notice that after a couple of days you haven't seen anything or nothing seems to kind of shift or move, definitely reach out and let Google know that, hey, what's going on? Why is this taking so long? What are you missing? What do you need? And so forth. So then you will get something like this. We can add some more photos because remember, we only have that one photo, so we can add some more to it. But the one reason why I have you guys sign up for this is this section was called the reviews. So we want to get people coming in. So right now, there's going to be times that you want to ask someone for a review. So you can click onto this where it says ask for review, and then it gives you a link. Okay, so if you click on like the two boxes over here, you can copy and then paste that link into an email. You can send it into a text message. You can give it to your friends and family on WhatsApp. Or if you do Facebook, I know not too many people in the States do WhatsApp, but supposedly that's starting to be the hip and happening now. But you can go on Facebook, wherever. You know, you can just copy it and you can just paste it directly onto it. And I generally just ask parents to or friends or wherever to say, hey, I need your help. I really need to get good quality students. I have no shame in my game to ask people for this. I was like, I need your help and I want to get more quality students like yourself. So can you please, write me a review because I really want to get clientele. So if you do, let me see if I can switch over to my current one. If I come here, business management. Okay, so it's got the you can tutor, and this is where I want. Okay, so this is my ACG math tutoring one. All right, so this is the one that's currently live up, completed everything. So it has like my business phone number. It has my hours that's there. It has, notice that it has my how many reviews in here. I have 55 Google reviews. And of course, I haven't used my accreditation, but then I have some of the products that I've had that I wanted to share. Talked a little bit about tutors talking, putting on there some of the categories that if other people want to explore my stuff, if they want to know more about my tutor mentoring, they can click on that, and then boom, here's something that I put in for the You Can Tutor. So this I did a little ahead of time. Also, I got my math notebook on there and whatever categories that I placed in there. That's with association with me. Um, then if you notice on the left-hand side, anything and everything that I have done. Here's my website. I was on Yelp at one time. Still can't erase it. Guess what? It's still there. MapQuest. Notice it does not give my address. Okay. It gives me my city and my state. That's all I want them to have. So if they want to know what city and state I'm at, hey, congratulations. You get to know that. And then also, I wanted to point that out up here where it says ACG Math Tutoring underneath the reviews and the phone number. I gave them a phone number. Hey, that's my business line, and that's it. Okay. Yeah, it gives you roughly where I'm going to be at in the maps. That's about it. So if I click on the maps, does it give it my exact address? No, because I already told it that I don't want to share out my address. Okay. So I know a lot of people usually get leery about that. I'm just showing the city and the state. And this shows roughly the 2 hour, you know, who I'm servicing or what roughly is in that area. Okay. So you don't have to worry about like, oh my gosh, they didn't have anything. So other things that they also give some indications is you can say, all right, I'm black owned. I am a woman owned. Okay. Identify as a woman owned. Hey, LGBTQ plus friendly. Um, I have no problems with that. And it just kind of gives you like a dry rundown. And some of the videos that I've done that I've shared on here, I can add videos and photos. Um, a couple of questions and answers that I plugged in here. And then it gives you a summary of my reviews. So right now, all 5 stars, which is fine. And then they'll give you a couple of your reviews right here, you know? So people and parents can actually sit down and read them. And that's the best thing about this. There's more reviews. They only give you like a small snapshot of it, and it takes you right to your website. So you can get your website results. Here's the MapQuest. I don't know why. Here's my Facebook. So I actually connect all these things to my Google business account. So they can actually learn about me. They can save my information just in case they're not there. We can look at how many people have viewed my Google. So over 5,000 people. I'm a little shocked about that. I wasn't expecting that. But that will kind of give you that generalization. Now you're helping other people who probably didn't know about you. Now they're able to find you. So, and you can take a look at your performance. So if I go to performance, this is from August to January. All right. Hey, August, we had 18, then we have 55 in September. That makes sense. That's the beginning of the school year, right? Then October dropped down to 43, then November to 39, then we have 32, and then we don't have any in January yet. You know why? Because school has just started back from winter break, and a lot of people are like, let's see what we can do a little bit later. So I know this is definitely going to be shooting up soon. And because this is ACG math tutoring. So you can look at the overall, you can look at how many people called directly from. So this one, there was 10 people. Here, there was 4, 4, 3. Obviously, that's going to be 0 and 2. So how many people called me directly from my Google, and how many bookings? Most of the bookings, I don't do it on my Google. I do that on my Fonz account. But then how many people went to my website and started clicking around? So 16 people, 45 here, 39, 35, 29. So this kind of gives you a good idea. Now, one suggestion that I would like to make is attached to, like, if you ever do like a website or if you do a landing page, this is my Google form. So on my contact me part of my website is connected to this. So what I do, and I know we're supposed to be just talking about Google Business, but this is going to be huge as well. So I just always ask, like, tell us a little bit about yourself and how we can help your child, right? So you got the parent's name, their first name, their last name, their email address, their phone number, time zone. That's going to be huge, especially as you start expanding. Okay. I didn't know all of a sudden I'm helping people in Alaska. Okay. And they're 3 hours behind me. So there's time to think about that. The child's name, what grade they're going to be in, as well as which of the math courses that you're going to be touching upon. Okay. Then the length of the course. Is it a full year course? Because there's some math classes that only goes for a semester, believe it or not. The type of tutoring, is it one-to-one? Are we looking at pairings, small groups? Then this part is huge. This helps me so much with my marketing. And how did you find us? Just as simple for them to click. Google search, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, word of mouth, or other. The other could be a flyer. I don't know why I won't just type flyer, but here we go. I've been getting a lot of Google searches. So, with that being said, it'll be nice if you do have some kind of Google form that's connected to a landing page, to a website, whichever you want to do, you want to have this section that is involved. And then lastly, I always say, tell me a little bit of something about them and what are they looking for in the service. All right. So that's it. That is basically it. When you take a look around here, if I miss some things, I can always edit my profile. I click on edit profile. I can go to the contact. If I want to change my phone number, I can change my phone number. If I want to change my location, if I want to change the website, I can do that. Here, social media. If I want to change the social media or add some of the social media, okay, I got almost all of them on here. If I want to change my locations, okay, right now, these are my service locations, but I get people from all over. But I can't expand more than a 2-hour driving radius. Okay, that's vital. If you understand like what cities and what areas usually are going to be able to afford your services, you want to basically directly connect to them. So like for me, it's like Fairfax, Virginia, Columbia, different parts of Maryland, and then also like some of the counties as well. And then you can also change your business hours. And then if I want to, is there any additional hours that you guys have? I mean, I can click on online service hours if I want to. That's perfectly fine. And then this is like from the business. This is where I get my identify as Black owned and woman owned. What type of crowd? Planning appointment is required. That is huge. And then offers online classes. So like a service option goes there. So all that can be edited after you get everything all verified. Okay, so it doesn't have to be a one or done type thing. The only reason why my thing is not completed is because I haven't used the $1,000 advertisement credit. That's the only reason. Okay. So don't worry, like, oh my gosh, I got to complete the whole thing. No, you don't. And then this is also a good place to go to read over some of the reviews that you get. So you can look over your reviews. And here's the thing, you will get an email saying that you did get a review. Try to respond to that review like the same day. Okay. At least try to do that. Then, if you have any photos, you can add photos. Again, you can go on Canva and create something. Maybe there are some things like maybe some of the testimonials could be on there. Maybe some of the videos that you upload already on social media, you can upload them here as well. Then we have the edit the products, edit the service. If you want to do bookings through here, you can. I kind of like to add like a question and answer. Sometimes it might be a question that I come up with, or it might be a question that Google comes up with. But I just did like three of like basically the most frequent questions that people will ask, like do you tutor adults returning back to the classroom? I got a couple of people ask that. What are the signs that I need a tutor? And then, like, how can you help my student athlete with their academics as well as their athletic guidance? Some people like that. But, just ask a question. Like, try to think of your most frequently asked questions, and that's what you will put there. Then add any updates. If you have any updates that you want to add, you can. But again, the most important is going to be this one, ask for reviews. The more activity that you get on your Google business, the better it's going to be for you. You will actually surpass, based on the algorithm, like big, huge tutoring companies because of the activity that you are getting. So use that to your advantage. Get those 5 stars up there. Even if you get a couple 4 stars, that's fine, because the more 5 stars that you get, the less the 4 stars won't take effect. Okay. Laws of averages. And the more people that see 5 star service, that means they're expecting a 5 star price. So if you're thinking about like, oh, I'm going to tutor and charge them $45, no, we're talking like 65 and up. Okay. Nothing less than 65, especially if you are a former teacher. You really shouldn't be doing anything less than 75. That's just how I am. That's just how it is. And that's how they can respect you. So now for those kids that can't afford it, if you want to do small groups, you could probably do like a group of 3 or maybe 4 at say $40 each, or a group of 4 at $30 each. That's still a nice pretty penny. That's $120 that you just made in 1 hour. I don't know. It's a win-win situation. But anyway, if you want any more information on this, don't forget I will be starting my You Can Tutor and my tutor mentor. Yes, this is going to be something that's going to be all women. It's just women only. That's it. I'm not dealing with it anymore. I really want to support our women throughout the world. And for those that are serious about doing their tutoring business, that is going to be the way to go. All right. So if you want to know more about You Can Tutor, just let me know. Just shoot me a message. Or if you have any other questions about Google business, just let me know. All right. Have a lovely evening, and I will talk with you later.